Okay, I actually got it to work. Alright, well, what's up, YouTubers, one and all? My name is Favorite1987, and we're doing all 7 because we reached the goal of 20 or more views on the Earthspark books unboxing. We're going to be doing book flips on all 7 of them. First up, starting with the first 3 episodes. So here we go. This is the front, this is the back. And let's begin. This is all Chinese, so I can't read it for shit, but who cares? Of course, we got Optimus and we got Megatron. I love these still arts. Like, look at this. And we got Robbie and Twitch and Mo and Thrash. And we got Dot and Alex, and we got Bumblebee. And then we got Mandroid. That fucking smug face, like, look at that. And then Secret Legacy Part 1. So, it starts with, yes, we're gonna be walking through the episode, essentially. We start with the heist, the Energon heist. Optimus comes in. Are you gonna surrender? Nope. Then Alita comes in. Are you gonna surrender? Nope. It's a fight. And yes, these are actual still, like, once again, if you didn't see the unboxing, these are still images from the original episode. It's a fight. Everything comes crashing down. We won't surrender again. And then Swindle gets attacked, or everyone actually gets attacked by the Ratnam X. Swindle runs away. Optimus just slices and dices. Hardtop is captured. There's more to this than meets the eye. And then, of course, here's the title card. This is where the title card's supposed to be. Fuck. Okay, let's never actually put that up close to the TV again, because that's how that fucking fell. Anyways, so, Robbie's trying to get signal. It doesn't work. Come inside for dinner. It doesn't work again. It's dinner time, and they're pretty much arguing that, oh, this isn't the right home. Honestly, I kind of relate to Robbie a little bit on this, but just not enough. And then it's the argument, and it's kind of, he's running away, which, I don't want to relate to this at all. I don't want to talk about this. Then we get to the ghost convoy. They get knocked over, and they're clearly being driven by robots, which is why there's gonna be no casualties here. And Ratnamics come in, bang bang, bridge blows up, they jump off, and how the fuck are they not dead? They're arguing, screaming contest, which is stupid, to be honest. The Ratnamics watching them. They come inside, go in here with this, and then they see the Ember Stone, they knock it down, they put it back on a pedestal, Legacy of Hope, they get their sleeves, and they awaken the Terrans. The first 2. And this one's just my favorite. Twitch. Twitch is the first one born, which is why she's the oldest. But they're both born at the same time, kinda, so that means both of these are twins. In a way. Twins in terms of, like nocturnal twins. Like the type where you're not the same identical. You're different type of twins, basically. You're born on the same day, but you're not the same. So, there you go. And then they touch hands, and I love it, the fact that it's actually Twitch and Robbie touching hands. Then we get a Ratnam spying on them. Twitch just fires, and then, oh, that's how come you're Transformers. Okay. But of course, it's still watching. Then Mandroid's actually watching. He's actually taking off the damn arm. Like, how does that not hurt? Like, you're just... Are you sedated or something? Then you come home, you're sneaking past them, you gotta hide in here, read some comics, we'll tell you all more stuff in the morning. Dot's about to go to work. Twitch comes in, just like, say, hey, we read the comics and we don't know what the heck's going on. They're hiding, essentially, from Mom. Twitch is the fun and games one. Thrash is just silly. Then they have Alex tell the story of basically how they came to Earth and whatnot, basically the general basis of the Transformers. And they do the animated thing. This is not connected to G1 at all. Fuck everyone who says it's connected to G1, because it is not connected to G1. Thank you. Anyways, so essentially they tell the abridged story of that, oh yeah, they came to Earth, they waged a war on Earth. Apparently Dot's there, but this is like a what the fuck moment. Like, I don't understand this at all. But anyways, Optimus, Megatron, and whatnot, they're fighting. Space Bridge destroyed. Megatron gives up the war, they're rebuilding, and that's it. So now they gotta learn how to be more Transformers by going outside, essentially. And then they come across the wreckage. Dot's putting up cones, Optimus and Alita come, they're saying that they need their help, and also revealing that Dot's been called back into action, because of course she is. And then the cliffhanger ending, and this is the main reason why I watched the show in the first place. Fucking Megatron. Alright, Episode 2, Secret Legacy Part 2. So, we move on from this. He picks her up. They're like the old buddies, apparently, which means Megatron's on our side. Some people thought it was for now. Like, no, this is actually for good. He is on our side for good. They send the drones, which is eventually going to be Twitch's drone. They're playing games once again. Twitch is learning target practice, and then also learning how to shoot and stuff. So yeah, it's good for the most part. Mo and Thrash kind of just spending time together, just kind of talking about how life is difficult for each other. Twitch scans the drone and it shoots down the drone, and yeah, now Robbie is now Thrash is jealous. And then move on. Anyways, so Optimus comes back from the scouting and is like, one drone just goes down. Wheeljack's drone just blew up. So Dorothy and Megatron are talking a little bit. So Optimus then all of a sudden just says, we need to search the town, like, out of nowhere. He's getting interrogated once again, and they're getting more stuff, and they're like, oh, they need to search for the others. And then they kind of just, like, spread across and find those two robots, essentially. So they can't find... So Thrash can't find any Altla at the moment, which, understandable. He can't always find it the first time. They get attacked by Arachnamechs. Robbie and Twitch come to the rescue. They kill the Arachnamech, and essentially they get ambushed, and then Optimus and Alita have to save the day, and then, busted, grounded. And then, of course, they're like, oh, new Cybertronians, well, we need to keep them safe, so the best way is, keep them inside of Ghost. You need to take them away, essentially. Megatron is actually the only one asking the good question here, which is, where did they come from? Ghost truck here, they gotta go, and yeah, pretty much you made their day terrible. And then they get fucking kidnapped. Then they're talking, it's like, yeah, they never, basically, they're kind of arguing and whatnot, which, this argument is kind of understandable. Then they reveal that, yeah, they're bonded to them anyway, so we are forced to be with them anyway. Then it turns out that they lost the truck, and they had to go and save the day. And then, of course, Twitch is, like, definitely already showing her protective side. Thank God. So, yeah, Mandroid's like, oh, no, they're fun. They're happy and whatnot. And to be honest, if it wasn't for Mandroid, they really would be fucking happy. Like, look at them. Look at them. Anyways, so, they get interrogated, they get scanned, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna name you Terrence, we're gonna name you Mandroid, so-and-so, and you're not leaving here at all. Meanwhile, they're tracking them using the sleeves, moving on, texting, blah, blah, blah. Planning to destroy them and whatnot, secret behind the back. You're leaving. No, you're not leaving. Yards are gonna be here, and yards are gonna be torn apart. Moving on. So, then Optimus and Megatron and Alita come to the rescue, along with Dot. So, Arachnomex, tear them limb from limb. Mr. Mandroid, by all means, resist. It's my favorite part. And then it just kind of just a battle sequence, essentially. How about a little Autobot Decepticon Tango, and basically just sending two nobodies on her, essentially. So, yeah, Dot frees the kids, tells them get out of here. Alita just kind of knocks him out, essentially. And then, of course, Skullcruncher comes out. And just ruins everything, and just kind of... Oh, yeah, he's actually showing some strife. And they just kind of get knocked out, scans the motorcycle, and, woohoo, we're done. Now, let's move on. Let's get out of here. And then Volby comes up to save the day. And then, oh yeah, end of episode. Pretty much, because they like tell, like, now, nope, they're my responsibility because they're born into my children, so now we have to be all as one. So now we have to basically stay in hiding in our own house, which thankfully is in the middle of fucking nowhere. So then they go home and they're... Is that Twitch playing basketball? What the hell? It is! It is her playing basketball. Oh my god, it is. Alright, so now we get to episode 3, which basically is completely, whether you like it or not, this is literally just a Rescue Bots Academy based episode, in other words. It's basically where Bumblebee is the teacher, and he has to teach 2 kids. It's literally teaching kids how to be Transformers. That's literally the basis. So it really feels like Rescue Bots / Rescue Bots Academy type of slice of life type of thing. But this is kind of important to the plot because it actually introduces Bumblebee in the first place, his personality and whatnot, so it makes sense. And yeah, he just wants to get the lesson over and get out of there. And then, of course, we name Fluffy Ears. It's so fucking adorable. She's so adorable! So that moment is like, school's in session, you learn how to transform, and you're like... This is what really just draws me off about the episode. It's also the first of the major sins of the show, is that they were transforming fine last time, but now suddenly they just don't transform at all just because of the plot. Come on! So, yeah, now they gotta train more, and then, it's pretty much just back and forth. Alec is a big super fan, and then you gotta sign it, and then... Can you sign more? And then he's getting into the, like, the barn, kind of like having a space for himself. Asking Megatron, like, how do you teach him? This is probably the most menacing that Megatron's going to look in this series. Like, this really just feels like, yeah, we're trying to tease that Megatron's gonna be evil again, but no, he's just being himself while being a good guy. And we will see this room again. So, yeah. So, then we get, Twitch and, Mo, he's working in Twitch and, not Mo, Fluffy Ears talking, and it's like, I kind of wish it was better. And then kind of complaining, and then he just like, he gets attacked, and moving on. So, yeah, now, Alita's be like, be stern, be strong, and whatnot, and it's kind of just be straightforward and whatnot, and it's like, what am I wasting my time with you guys? And then now there's like, it's game night. And this is kind of like where it's like really gets out of hand. and it's like trying to teach him while playing games, and it's like ultimately it's going to get worse. Their argument, and all of a sudden, I don't understand this. I don't understand why they did this, because it really just doesn't seem that much serious in the moment. It's just more of her just flipping out. If they really went on and actually used, like, actual electricity as kind of like an outlier ability, I would give this a pass. But no, this is a scene that just makes no fucking sense besides her just flipping out. Like a little kid. So, she transforms and gets out of here. She gets stuck in alt mode, scares the cows away, and ultimately gets locked, and Bumblebee just, like, trying to call Optimus. Optimus basically fucking prank calls him. And it's like, teach me, and basically the parents is talking to Bumblebee's like, kids ain't exactly easy to teach. This is not going to be an easy mission for you, and you know it. And then, Twitch ends up basically knocking out the whole, the pasture, so now they have to go wrangle everyone up. And then there's a train coming, so they gotta get everyone to wrangle up the cows. Thrash finally transforms, blah blah blah. Kind of wrangle them up. Twitch goes to say fluffy ears. And then she gets stuck. You know what? I kind of understand this in a way because they're metal, and I'm guessing the tracks run in type of like a metal situation. Like, she wasn't exactly on the tracks until that moment. So it is kind of like magnetism in a way. So it does kind of work. So, of course, B has to save her and run to the ghost train, which we don't know what the fuck they're hauling, and we never will. Bumblebee tries to get in the way of the train. It doesn't work, so instead he just has to race him towards the head of it, try to convince her to get out of there. So this is why it's called training. This is fucking hilarious. Then we get home, and Bumblebee's like, okay, yeah, I'm bad, so I'm sorry. So now we're gonna spend time. Let's restart the multi-family game night. Optimus calls, and he's gonna be like, nah, see you later. You drop my call, so I drop yours. There. That's the end of the first 3 episodes. So, the next book is episodes 4 to 6. Yes, episodes 4 to 6. That's the next book. So, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hope you consider clicking notifications to be updated on all updates and videos. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, till all are one.